Today I'm going to talk about home charging stations. Welcome back to the channel and thanks for being here. I recently installed a level 2 charger in my home so that I could charge my car faster than the standard trickle charger that my car came with. If you're unfamiliar with the different levels or speeds of charging, have a look at the link above to a previous video that I made explaining them. So today we're going to talk about the charging station that I opted for. So the first thing I did when I started researching what level 2 charging stations to install, I went to my utility company to see whether there were any rebates being offered and if they only applied to specific charging stations. They did have a readily available list available on their website that I was able to download quite easily and start researching the individual stations that they supported through their rebate program. I looked at a bunch of different charging stations, from ChargePoint to Juicebox, even Bosch, and I eventually landed on the GRIZZL-E GR114. So before I get into the reasons why I chose this particular station, let me go over the parts and what came in the box. So when I bought the station, I really just wanted to get it installed as quickly as possible, and I hadn't actually planned on making a video, so I don't have a proper unboxing video to go with this. However, I was able to take it off the wall quite easily so that I could record the parts of the station and show you exactly what comes in the box and what goes on the wall. So going through the different parts that are available, it comes with an easy to slide on aluminum mounting bracket. You mount one side of the bracket to the wall, the other side to the charging station, and it slides in and down and locks into place. Depending on which model you choose, it does come in a variety of lengths of cord. This model that I chose comes with 18 feet of cable from the box to the actual charging handle. Also in the box is a holster for the plug that you can easily mount on the wall. I didn't actually mount this on my wall because I found that it was easy enough to just hang the cables on the charging station itself inside of my garage. So let's go over a few of the features that actually sold me on buying this particular station and why I think it's probably the best bang for buck in the home charging station space. So the first thing I liked about it is that it had a plug. It was not hardwired. This makes the station a little bit more portable. Now, I don't plan on driving around with the station everywhere. However, I could take it on road trips or camping trips and plug it in at an RV park. Or more likely, I could take it with me to a future house if I decide to move without contacting an electrician in the future. Number 2, this station is actually good for either an indoor or an outdoor mounting application. When I first bought the station, I wasn't entirely sure where I was going to mount it. So in order to have the most options when I went to go and install it, I decided for something that worked both indoors and outdoors. Number 3, and probably the most important, is you can actually adjust how much power the station provides based on how much power is available. Let me explain. So when I bought this station, I wasn't entirely positive how much space in my panel I had available. I didn't know if I'd be able to install a full 40 amp or a 50 amp circuit, and so I wanted something that was a little bit more flexible. It turns out my panel was pretty much full at 40 amps, which is perfect because that's the maximum that my particular car can actually charge with. This charging station's a little more future-proof because if I happen to upgrade to a car that can accept a faster rate of charge, all I would need to do would be to upgrade my panel and this charger would work just fine. In order to adjust the rating of the power that goes through it, it's pretty easy. You remove the outside panel and adjust 3 dip switches inside based on the instructions. So it comes out of the box default ready to go on a 50 amp circuit, which means it would charge at 40 amps. Now, I had to change that so that I was on a 40 amp circuit charging at 32 amps. All I had to do was open the outside case and flip one of the switches based on the configuration in the instructions. It was super easy to do. And number 4, price. Quite honestly, based on the other options that I was comparing it to, it was cheaper than both Juicebox and ChargePoint. Granted, it's not Wi-Fi connected and doesn't connect with any kind of app to allow for scheduling or power charging monitoring, but I didn't really care about that, and I just wanted a plug and play solution. that was relatively inexpensive and had a few options. So if you're in the market for a level 2 charging station for your home, I would definitely recommend having a look at the GRIZZL-E GR114 because of the flexibility that it offers you, both an indoor-outdoor application, and you can downgrade the power requirements based on how much power you have available in your existing circuit panel. So that's it for me for the day. If you liked the video or learned something, hit the like button for me. And if you have any questions or feedback, put them in the comment section below. If you haven't already, don't forget to subscribe for future videos on electric vehicles. Other than that, thanks for watching and have yourself a great day.